Yo!
Yo, what up? Episode 4, the Patty Bandwagon Show. What's up?
What's
How
up,
you doing,
guys?
Pennatrator?
I'm doing great.
Well, episode 4, we've made it this far.
We made it to number 4.
We're trying to figure out how to share this still. Does anyone know how to find it?
I've heard some people mention that it's on iTunes and Spotify. But I think there's one more. It's on
iTunes, it's on Spotify, and it actually has its own website. And that's pattybandwagon.libsyn, LIBSYN.com.
Say it one more time.
pattybandwagon.libsyn.com. Libsyn.
There it is.
So if you don't have iTunes, you don't have Spotify, and you still want to follow us, there's your source.
Go to the Libsyn.
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 LIBSYN. All
right. Enough of that shit.
Whatever. That was kind of fun. One more thing is we need comments.
Oh, how many comments did we get?
Well, 0.
Ooh.
But we're getting all our comments through text and whatnot. Don't be scared of Facebook sharing their comments. But here's the thing. If you go to the main page at pattybandwagon.libsyn.com, you can comment there, and it won't share on all your
okay.
outlets.
Good. Oh, and if you unsubscribed, subscribe again. Because that'll help boost us as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
And add comments.
Exactly.
We won't make fun of you.
What?
Maybe
can't promise that.
Okay.
So today, we got a few things to talk about. We're going to talk about TGIF, 90s sitcoms that we...
TGIF 90s.
Yeah. Friday night. Thank God it's Friday. What was it? Thank God.
Thank God it's Friday, but they got all crazy and thank goodness it's Friday.
Oh, yeah, you can't say God. So thank goodness it's Friday. So back in the 90s, there were many good sitcoms. Like,
do they still call it TGI Fridays? Like the fucking restaurant? It's still TGI Fridays, right? That's
I guess, but I don't
know.
Okay, that's one of those weird tangents we can't go off on.
Okay, I just thought of it. Sorry.
Well, all right, since we're in the topic, let's just get straight to it. Pennatrator, what were some of your favorite TGIF shows back in the day?
All right, I had 3, and I remember firsthand: Dinosaurs, Family Matters, and Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers.
That was such a fucking weird show.
Cousin Larry.
Think about it now.
Bartolomos.
Yeah, but were they cousins? Were they really cousins?
I think so. I don't really remember the basis of that show.
He was from friggin'... No, he was a cousin because he came like...
What was it, Galapagos?
Yeah, he came over on a boat.
Yes. Well, that's what it was like in the opening scene. Cousin Larry.
Yeah. I was way young. Like, I don't understand, but I just remember
that show was awesome.
The goofy stuff, and then dinosaurs, obviously, when you're a little
baby,
kid.
Gotta love me.
Baby gotta love me.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. There was one episode where that I always talk about, where it was an episode where they talk about throwing their old dinosaurs in the gravel pit, and it was like a big ceremony. So it's like you taking your grandmother, and because she's too old, you're getting rid of her.
Yeah, but she was still alive, right?
Right.
I remember that one.
It's like the greatest episode ever, where they took all their grandma dinosaurs and just rolled them off a cliff.
That's right. The grandma was in the wheelchair.
Yes, exactly. And even to this day, I kind of think that we should do that. Like, to all our older listeners, not to take offense, but once you get to that age where like you're getting a little dysfunctional and you really don't have a use, you need to go in the gravel pit.
Yeah, isn't that called the fucking home?
Yeah, but we have to pay for that.
Oh my gosh, I threaten that all the time. I tell my mom, I'm gonna put you in a home. You don't shut up.
Right.
I can see it. It's true.
I feel very fortunate that my parents can kind of take care of themselves right now. But yeah, when they get to that age, I'm going to threaten them with throwing them in the gravel pit. I'm not going to do it. But
What, do they get to pick their gravel pit?
No. It was a ceremony. So it's like the whole community came together. Like it was a party.
Where's the Reno gravel pit?
The marina.
Well, that thing is deep.
It is deep.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We just have to just.
Well, it was a pit. It was Helm's Pit before it.
Yeah, before it became a marina. By accident.
But it was a pit. And you don't just get. You never get the pit out of a pit.
So what'd you do? Just give them like gravel shoes and just be like, "Hey, here you go."
What do you mean?
Well,
give them gravel shoes.
Yeah, the marina, right? So you're wheeling your mom down to the freaking marina. She's just gonna float.
Well,
you need to get her down to the bottom.
Well, now there's boat ramps and shit, so it makes it super easy to get them down there.
Yep.
But back in the day, is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about right now because it's gonna be in the future. Right? It's still going to be the marina.
Yeah. It'll look so much nicer.
Yeah, what do you get? Just floating bodies? you got to get them down somehow.
Oh, yeah, you just put weights on their shoes.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, gravel shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about drowning people. We're not even...
Well, okay, all right.
It's got to be deeper. We'd have to empty the water out.
No, leave it the water, then it wouldn't smell.
I think there needs to be like 30 feet of clearance before it hits the water.
Oh,
yeah.
To make sure that they're actually dead first.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
I don't want them to. Yeah, I don't want them to be in pain. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, this needs to be.
Wait a second. 30 feet. It needs to be 30 feet.
A 30-foot drop into a pool of. Well, whatever
I might
that is.
sting a little bit.
Yeah, but at least it'll knock him out. That's what you need. Like, I don't want to hear him scream. Like, I want to make sure they're out. Yeah, painless.
Oh my God. All right.
Anyway,
what else we got?
We have Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Yeah. Steve Urkel.
Fucking Steve Urkel.
What was it? Was it
Carl?
Winslow?
Yeah, Carl Winslow. Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good show. But
a lot of personalities.
But as a little kid, you're only attached to like the baby and Steve Urkel and all that shit.
Steve Urkel, kind of dorky. One we didn't bring up was Full House.
Ooh, Full House. Yeah, I remember watching that one. They had a Fuller House that just came out, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
How'd that go over?
Well, let's go. Let's get in. Let's stay with Full House for right now.
Okay.
It was a cute show.
Yeah.
It was a very cute show. Uncle Jesse. We were trying to figure out what the Olsen twins, what the girl's name was. We'll just call her Baby.
Yeah, the little baby. Fuck, I don't know. Put it in the comments. Let us know who it was and how wrong we are.
And obviously, Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Made Bob Saget.
No. Wasn't he on the
America's Funniest Home Video.
Yeah, wasn't he on there first?
I think it was about the same time.
Oh man. Okay.
I don't know. As time went on, like, you know how dirty of a comedian Bob Saget is.
Yeah, that's what I was like leaning into. That guy is fucking way dirty. Like, I can't even say half the shit. No, could you imagine him now?
Well, that's all he talks.
Does he still do stand up? Do you know?
I think that's all he has is stand up, and he is just raunchy. And
do you think he had to make up for it for Full House?
I think so.
Or was he already just over the top, and they're like, okay, well, you got a good just comment, be
well, obviously because of Full House, he looked like that. He looked like that father figure, the proper father figure that
single dad, right?
Single dad, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe the mom died.
Yeah, yeah.
In the moral of that story.
Yeah, and he had his brothers live in the house to help him out.
Help him raise his 3 daughters. 3 daughters.
Yeah, 3 daughters.
The Olsen twins were 1 daughter.
Yeah. And
Yeah, he was just that proper father figure. And that's how, obviously, the show presented him. And I think when he went into stand-up, he wanted to show that he wasn't a pussy.
That he was not that.
He wasn't just the stand-up, or excuse me, the proper goody two-shoes.
He had that stigma that he just overcorrected.
Right, exactly.
All right. Well, okay.
But, going into our next topic, he wasn't the dirtiest person on the show. You remember Aunt Becky?
Yeah. What the fuck did she do dirty?
I don't know, but as a kid.
Did she have like drug problems and stuff?
No. So the only reason I remember Aunt Becky is because I was probably 13, 14 years old, and I thought she was the hottest person.
She was the hottest person on that show.
Yeah, she's kind of goody as well, but
she was a hot person.
But
on
she
that
was
show.
hooking up with Uncle Jesse, and Uncle Jesse was kind of a crazy guy. He was a rock star, blah blah blah.
Biker, whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah, but now Aunt Becky is involved in this crazy college admission scandal.
She's the bad boy.
She is. So, according to the New York Times, the Justice Department unsealed indictments on Tuesday, March 11th, accusing admission advisors, coaches, and school officials of offering wealthy families one of two back doors into the colleges of their choice. And of the alleged suspects that offered this money, Aunt Becky was part of this.
Now, is she being singled out just because she's the most famous?
Well, she's married to...
Or was she like one of the biggest like ringleaders? Or her name just popped up and they're like, this is fucking Aunt Becky, and this is a story. This is a story. Had it been anybody else, would have this even been mentioned in like all week?
The reason she's mentioned is because of the money she offered.
Was it just like astronomical more than everybody else?
Well, no.
Okay.
No. These are all wealthy families doing
She
this.
just has the biggest name.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So evidently her daughter's name is Olivia Jade Gia whatever.
Well, at least she got like a normal name. She didn't get like Butt Rain or some shit like that.
For right now, I wish it was Smith. But evidently her daughter was this social media like superstar. I obviously because she's Aunt Becky's daughter, I'm not sure. But she had 2 million YouTube subscribers and 1.3 million Instagram followers.
What?
Her daughter.
What the?
Before this all went down.
Okay. And she can't get into fucking school?
Well, yeah. She had low SAT scores. So what does Aunt Becky and her husband do? They start paying approximately $500,000 to U.S. administrators to say that she is part of she's being recruited as a crew member.
Crew. Oh, rowing. Row. Okay. Wait, okay. So I heard this, obviously. This has been going on all week. And I didn't, and I knew that there was some crew shit, rowing team. I didn't know that it was her. For the rowing. I didn't know that she had 1.6 million Instagram followers. The daughter. Okay. Why? How in the hell did you think that you're going to get away with that when she's obviously in the public eye and she's never rowed and she's going to go on the row team?
Yeah. Well, when you have money, you think you're going to get away with everything because obviously this family is not the only family involved. Like, there's multiple wealthy families involved in this.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what schools are involved in this, like we were talking about USC, Schools like Georgetown, Stanford,
Yale. Yeah.
Yale. Like,
Ooh.
seriously. Like, the Yale incident is evidently someone paid a fee of $1.2 million to pay administrators to offer a scholarship to their child.
Okay. I'm going to stretch here, and this, tell me if I'm completely wrong. Have you seen some kids on sports teams that might not, they're on the team, right? They could kind of play, but should they really be there? What do you think that like, are all schools going to start being like, oh, how far, like, are we going to get caught? Like, what the fuck is,
Okay. I think the schools that are very good athletically, like they're predominant athletic schools, you won't see this as much. But like you brought this up earlier, we were talking about how a lot of these conspiracies and whatnot.
But this isn't a conspiracy. This is like, well, this is
straight up bribery, and that most of these schools is for like soccer.
Yeah,
women's sports. That was what was so
tennis
unique about this.
Tennis,
Yeah.
women's tennis, women's soccer. Yeah. So what they can't get into school? I mean, what is really going on?
I think that has something to do with it. I think their academic standing is they couldn't get into these schools if they really wanted to, based on their academic ability.
So now what I read about this a little bit more is that the ringleader, the main guy that does all this,
Singler, I believe.
Yeah, whatever. He's known in the wealthy people that have a lot of money.
He's part of the circle.
He is the ringleader, and they reach out to him for help with getting into school. Not really getting it. Well, obviously helped getting into school, but finding out like all this stuff. Guess who else used his services?
Throw it at me.
Let's see. Phil Mickelson.
What? I did not read that part.
Yeah. And another guy by the name of Joseph Montana used his service.
Wait a minute. Joseph Montana? Mm-hmm. If you shorten up the first name,
Yep.
you get Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Yep. He used his service to help his son
Which
to
one?
find. I don't know. He just said we use the service for a little bit just to find out what schools would be the best, and our kids whatever got in by their merits and their test scores. So they're coming out saying that but it's known. So why are some of these people using him just to use a service, and the other people are taking he's getting all this money to bribe these kids into school? Why? Like, what's a disconnect? Like, is there? I mean, think about that.
Well, the main thing is we're dealing with dumb, wealthy kids.
Dumb, wealthy kids.
Dumb, wealthy kids that obviously they've been spoon fed their whole
So
life.
what? Okay.
Where academic standards haven't had to be set. Like, they've probably been bribing their high school teachers to get them A's.
The old-fashioned way.
Exactly. Like, it's so, yeah. It's so.
But why would you spend that amount of money just to get your kids into school when they don't need? What they're just going to go to school. They're going to get a degree. They're not going to use it because they're dumb.
So when these wealthy families go to tea, they can tell their other neighbors,
Their other hoity-toities.
hoity-toity friends, my kid goes to USC, my kid goes to Yale, because they all get in pissing matches about what their kids are doing.
Why do you fucking care? You're like,
That's how they grew up. Like they're about persona, just like us. We're about persona. That's why we do this. And unfortunately, our persona is jack shit. But eventually, we're gonna get to above average jack shit.
Yeah, but then what are we gonna do? Are we gonna start talking to our lawyer friends and like, ooh, hey?
No. what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop talking to our lawyer friends, and we're gonna start talking to real people. Man. So we talked about this as well. Why do we criticize all these ghetto ass kids that take $1 when they're athletes at these colleges?
Shoes, even.
Yeah, they take an extra pair of shoes. They might have a dinner with someone that shouldn't be paid for. And then all of a sudden, these universities get hammered for stupid shit like that. But now with this conspiracy,
it's gonna be. It's okay.
it's not okay.
Well, these people are going to. These are felonies.
FBI 's
Yeah,
involved in this.
yeah. Oh yeah, this is a felony.
Aunt Becky got arrested by the feds.
For a felony.
Yeah,
She's in deep shit.
right.
But like you said, the rowing team. How long have they been doing this? Has the rowing team been? I mean. I feel so bad for just like you said, the kids that are real athletes that get shoes paid for, and they have to freaking live in the dorms and do all this shit, and the university is making millions upon millions of dollars on these kids for playing a game, and all they're getting is a free
rowing team.
No, I'm talking about like basketball,
like
the main
football.
the main sports, the big dogs, and they're making so much money off these kids, and all the kids are getting is a free education. I see like that's a big exploitation of your ability. So I don't know.
I think what they should do. Obviously, all these very wealthy people paid these ridiculous amounts of money just to get their kid into a fucking hoity-toity school. Whether it's Georgetown, Yale, whatever.
Which is going to bring down their GPA.
Yes.
Because they couldn't get in anyways.
So they should use that money and give it to those kids that need the extra pair of shoes. Like, they are athletes that are bringing all this money in, and they don't get jack shit. It's time to use that money.
Yeah. Like Zion. He'd been using those, like, all major athletes, like, they changed their shoes, which when that happened, like, they said, like, 3 to 4 games tops. He'd been using those shoes since camp. Well, think about it. They're $200 shoes, and he's not working. So how did you get those shoes? You're like, these are the only shoes I can get.
Yeah,
I can't work because I'm playing a freaking game. I still got to go to school.
When you're on scholarship, you can't work because you're gonna get scrutinized by the NCAA.
Yeah. You're making. I mean, you're on TV. You're selling your jersey.
Yeah.
Your name is on jerseys.
Yeah.
And you get fucking zero.
You get
zero.
Jack.
You get a history major.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so there's you want to talk about just some shady shit going down.
Yeah.
And then
It is so true.
And then this comes out, and these schools are making even more money on women's soccer.
Yeah.
and the tennis team.
It's all the Olympic type sports. Like, it costs a lot of money to get into row. Soccer. Yeah. Now with soccer, if you want to be a scholarship athlete in soccer, you have to be on club travel teams, which means parents are throwing out money
every weekend.
Whether it's jerseys, whether it's travel. Like, it isn't the cheap sport it looks like. You just don't have to buy a pair of cleats and some shoes and you're good to go. If you want to be a Division I athlete in women's soccer,
acting lessons.
You might. That's a different conversation. Now we don't want to get into a soccer conversation, but
I'd lose. Yeah.
Who knows? A lot of people.
Anyways, I took you off track. I took you way off track. So club teams, you're spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
And your kids aren't guaranteed. It's a slim to none chance you're gonna freaking make it unless you can buy your way in.
Yeah. Unless you're Aunt Becky's kids. But so speaking of exploiting athletes, It's NCAA tournament time.
Yep. It is.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your overall theme for this year's tournament? Like, I know that you want to just go on this long tirade, but
I'm going to keep it short.
One word.
Can I do two?
Two words. Fine.
Nevada basketball.
All right. So everybody that's new to the show and doesn't know Jpaddy, he's a freaking avid Nevada fan. Okay. And I'm trying to stall this a little bit because I know that we needed to keep this short because the game's coming up. And
seriously.
and we've always ran over on our times a little bit. So this time I bet
We're doing good right now. Don't fuck it up.
I bet you that we end right on time because the game's coming up in about 2 minutes?
No, we got 31.
31 minutes. Oh, okay. So the game starts at 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're curious why we haven't had as many tangents this episode, it's because we're motivated, and it's not to please you.
We're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Right. Now this feels like a job all of a sudden.
Okay. So the tournament. Because there was a big upset. Friggin' St. Mary's beat Gonzaga, right?
Yes.
That's an upset. They were number one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you right now.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you right now because there are tons of big upsets this week. Right now, we're in the week of conference tournaments. There's so many upsets. Like,
yeah, but it doesn't
change the landscape of national.
The other ones don't affect us though. This one does.
Why?
Because they're saying that we might be paired up with St. Mary's.
Why? First of all, they don't know what the committee is doing. So the committee is in Indianapolis right now, and they're in their own room. And all these people are trying to prognosticate what this committee is going to predict. And just because I'm a bracketologist doesn't mean I can figure out what 12 people are going to think.
Okay.
So,
but they can have a good idea.
They can have an idea of, they can tier teams. Like, they know a general ranking. Like, yes, they know 1s and 2 seeds. I don't think they necessarily know exactly who the top team is or who the 8th ranked team, which would be the last 2 seed. I don't think they necessarily can prognosticate that. So the NCAA tournament committee, they do tell their standards, and then everyone tries to analyze it and just figure out where everyone's going to be.
Okay, would they put us together?
What do you mean?
Nevada and St. Mary's.
There's a chance. I'm not going to say there's not a chance.
So there is a chance. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a freaking crapshoot minus the 1 through 3 seeds.
Yeah, one loss in a certain area of the country can affect a matchup.
Okay. Well, then I was gonna go somewhere.
So, all right, I'm gonna get to the point here. Yes, when I'm filling out a bracket, I'm gonna put Nevada winning the national championship.
All right,
Ooh,
so
big surprise. Woo! So when you join the Paddy bandwagon pool, you're going to know you're going to beat me.
What's a Paddy bandwagon pool?
It's going to be a basketball pool that I'm going to have a little clip that I'm going to share with everyone so they can join our NCAA tournament pool.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And you know what the winner is going to get?
What?
A guest appearance on our show.
Like the one we had today?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Fontizzle.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. It could be anybody.
Anybody.
What if they don't want to do it? Is there a consolation prize?
No.
Like a dick punch or something?
Here's the thing. If they don't want to be on this show, they're a fucking loser.
Oh.
And they got super lucky.
Okay.
But hey, Can we go to what I wanted to talk to you about when we're talking about tournaments?
Yeah, go for it.
How do you fill out your bracket?
How do I fill it out?
How do you fill out your bracket? Specifically, when since your name's Pennatrator, in the past you've liked to pick Penn. Penn's not going to be in the tournament though.
Okay, well then.
So
then
how are you gonna predict?
Well, then I won't pick
Favorite
them.
colors?
No.
Favorite mascots?
No.
Hottest cheerleaders?
No. Because I don't. Do they even have cheerleaders anymore?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I don't know. I really look at the rankings.
Okay.
That's why I'm like so big on, what our rank's gonna be. Because I've been looking into that, and then the percentage, and then I try to shoot for the Final Four, and then just base everything.
So do you go Final Four down? Like, do you pick the 4 teams you think are good?
Yeah.
And you get them there.
Yeah.
And you don't care who they're playing. You just know those 4 teams are going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to make it a little better for them. Yeah. Yep. I try to get that Final Four.
So,
because that's when you do the bracket, that's where you get most of your points is later on. I mean, you can get the 32 fucking right, and then lose everything else and fucking bust your bracket because you didn't pick the champion. What do you do, Jesse? I mean, besides Nevada going to
I go the
Nevada.
other way. I go the other way. I go outside in. I start with each individual matchup.
Okay.
And then, so I'll start with 4 teams because each section is 4 teams.
Okay. Each region.
Each region.
Okay.
And that's a big deal to me. So I'll look at region. I'll look at the 4 teams within the region. I got really excited. I got really excited.
Make sure you turn your phones on silent when you do a show.
That was Rocky. He has a Rocky. I don't even know if you guys heard that. All right. We just blew the tangent thing. Anyway, so yeah, I take the 4 teams.
Who gives a shit about the tangent thing?
People.
Okay.
People that aren't listening to the show anymore.
All right. You go outside in, regions.
Outside in, regions. I build it that way. Yeah, I get a fandom towards a couple teams that, I really don't give a shit where they're playing. I just know they're going to win. I believe they're tournament tough.
So how is that outside in? That's not outside in. You're already giving them.
I know my national champ. I know my national champ.
How is that outside in?
That's only one team.
Yeah.
There's only usually one elite team. That's called the national champion. But the other 3, I usually build off where they got to get through a maze. And they got to get it through a maze of teams that create matchup issues, that you might be playing in an area of the country where I do believe in home court advantage.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to talk about St. Mary's.
Okay. Do you think St. Mary's would have a home court advantage against Nevada and San Jose?
Yeah.
They don't have enough alumni.
Yeah, but that whole region.
If that whole school showed up?
No, that whole
they're a school
region.
of like 2,900 kids.
They're not going to be there for us.
Oh.
San Jose with the freaking St. Mary's that is right there. That's their... People get fucking weird. Oh, they're the closest school. Let's go root for them.
No,
even if your team doesn't even make it, they're gonna go for St. Mary's.
No.
So that's why St. Mary's can't be in San Jose.
Why not?
They can't because that's way too much of a home court advantage.
Listen to my reasoning here. In the Bay Area, how many universities are in the Bay Area? Do you want me to start naming them?
Yeah, go for it.
Cal, Stanford, San Jose State, Santa Clara, Pacific, St. Mary's, San Francisco State, Dominican. That's why...
You missed a couple.
Oh, just a couple. But that's just a basis to show you that all those people aren't all of a sudden going to jump on the St. Mary's bandwagon. when it comes to our university here in Reno, Nevada, and people from the Bay Area that go to the University of Nevada, they don't get plucked away. They're a little more solid. So I will tell you right now, if it's Nevada, St. Mary's in a first-round game in San Jose, it's going to be a home game for Nevada, and it's going to be easy.
I don't think it's going to be easy.
No, as far as the home crowd advantage.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not talking about the basketball game.
So I know that you said that Nevada is going to be. Are you going to give any, like, say the scenario happens? Are you going to give anything to St. Mary's? Like, you're going to have like a small
I'll
chance?
be worried. I'll be worried that St. Mary's can beat Nevada.
Yeah, yeah. Because you know what I saw right here when I sat down? I wanted to bring this up. I have a St. Mary's hat that actually it says SMC, which I didn't know, but it has a G in there.
Yeah, the Gales.
Yeah, the Gales. So
I like St. Mary's as a school.
all right, so Jpaddy has there's a 0.005% in his heart with St. Mary's. So there's no
I have that hat because
why do you have that hat?
You said fucking it.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Here's the thing. When I went to a Nevada St. Mary's game
Okay.
at their school in this small, quaint, sick gym, I love their campus. I like their style. When it comes to athletics, no, I don't favor them towards anything. I bought that hat because of Dre.
Dr. J?
Dr. Dre. If you don't know, Dr. Dre went to St. Mary's.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've been to St. Mary's a couple times.
It's a fun little school.
It's a cool little campus.
Yeah.
I do like it. But I had to get a little tension in here just to get you.
Just to make me question my feel.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
how we doing on time?
that tangent was stupid. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out. We're just trying to figure out how to make people be in this tournament pool, and I wanted to challenge you. I wanted to challenge
the
how
Pennatrator.
your reasoning. I think the Pennatrator's bracket can be beat by a coin flip. I could coin flip the whole tournament, and I think it beats you.
Wait, how are you gonna coin flip
Every match?
But
One
how are you
team's
gonna
head,
how are you gonna
one
have that
team's
with
tail.
how are you gonna have that with Nevada going all the way?
No. I'll have a coin flip bracket, and I'll have my bracket.
Okay.
And I want to say the coin flip bracket would beat you.
All right, let's do that challenge.
Yeah. And then we can have a personal bet. What's our personal bet going to be? No, I won't grow my hair out.
No, that's a big one. That's a big.
That won't happen.
Okay, so when Nevada wins the national championship, you have to grow your hair out.
Fuck that. It should be a celebration. I shouldn't have to pay for
Yeah,
Nevada.
and you should celebrate your hair growing back.
No.
Okay. All right. I don't know. You give me some ideas. Let's
Tell you
plan this
what.
out real quick.
We're not going to figure this out now because we're going to have an episode before the tournament even starts.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a mini bracket or
Yeah.
a mini episode.
We'll have the mini episode, but we'll have another episode before the tournament actually starts.
Okay. When is the mini episode gonna be?
It's going to be this weekend. It's got to be in the... I'll have it out by Monday.
Mini episode.
No, it's
out.
not a mini episode. It's just going to be details on the Paddy bandwagon pool or bracket, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I'll let you know what the name is at that point.
why? Okay, so are you gonna do it yourself?
I'll figure it out. I always have to do it.
Oh. Okay. All right. So when is that coming out? Monday?
I will get that out Monday.
Okay.
Are you
Monday.
trying to hold me accountable for this?
Well, I just want to know what we're doing. Because then I need to think of a bet, and then because we're gonna have two bets. We're gonna have one for the real pool, and then
Right.
we're gonna have one for the coin flip. And
Coin flip versus Pennatrator.
And
Hey,
then when I win both, I got to figure out a good shit.
you know what? This would be perfect if people commented.
Oh.
Suggestions.
Oh, yes.
And you know
Let's
what?
hear the bets.
Comment. We want comments on the suggestions. And then whoever likes those suggestions the most, maybe that's what we do.
Oh. No. Fuck that. No. Because your hair will grow out if I win.
No, it's the suggestions by the commenters. But if it involves my hair growing out, it's not happening.
See, that's what I'm saying. And everybody
Just
likes...
negate that. No one even knows what I look like. Oh, most of the people here know what I look like.
We'll take pictures.
Anyway.
All right.
So, Pennatrator.
Yeah.
Am I going to see you a couple days before the tournament starts?
Yes. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. When do the
Playing
real
game-
teams? Not the playing games.
It starts on Thursday.
Thursday are the real games.
Right.
The playing games are what? Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we'll meet Tuesday.
We'll do this on Tuesday.
We'll do this on Tuesday.
We'll do the. Yeah.
Officially again.
We need everyone to get the comments in because we need brainstorming as far as our bet.
Our little bet. Yeah. So
just a friendly reminder. If you want to listen to this, pattybandwagon.libsyn.com, Libsyn.com, pattybandwagon.libsyn.com. But for normal people, you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on iTunes. Pennatrator, you got anything else for this?
Friggin', don't we have an Instagram too?
We do have an Instagram. but
Yes,
I gotta
and on
I gotta
Instagram.
figure that shit out.
Yeah, we gotta do this.
We're too old for.
Oh, we're not
All
too
right.
old. That's a new shit. So
No, we're the new 20 years old. Say goodbye, Pennatrator.
bye. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
This is
Bye.
Jpaddy.
Bye.
Peace.